Hey, what is up, guys? And welcome back to another Magic the Gathering online league. We're back once again with Eldrazi Ramp on the play for game one. Was initially going to play Basking Brood Scale combo. Sorry, just looking at these hands and going, why are they so god awful? I'll look at it one more time. It's not much better, but we can at least go Rumble on 2. Yeah, I was initially going to record some Basking Brute Scale combo, but I got like 4 games in, and just it's very clear that I'm still learning, which is fine. But I was like, yeah, maybe not today. Need to take some time and wrap my head around a creature combo deck. Combo decks I've never fully been. Oh, I shouldn't say it fully is not my cup of tea. I like combo decks, but creature combo decks are like this slightly different breed that I'm not sure if it meshes with me or not. It's so much more fragile than just like a combo deck. Like I'm thinking Lotus Field combo, which I guess has like some creature element to it. You know, Leer as the flashback element. But Basking Brood Scale is interesting. I have to give that deck some more thought on whether or not I like it. Otherwise, maybe I'll record some Eldrazi Tron, maybe some Through the Breach. I always did want to give Through the Breach a try, but it almost feels like maybe Urgast is just a better Through the Breach version since it's less susceptible to counter magic. Oh, is that true? That might not entirely be true. I should not say that. We'll pass. And then pass. But yeah, point being, I like the deck. It's interesting. I think it'll take some time for me to wrap my head around it. I've won some fun games. It feels very fragile to... Whoa. Is this what I think it is? Is this freaking, whatchamacallit? Hardened Scales? No shot. I've not seen Hardened Scales in God knows how long. Okay, interesting. We'll grab the Eldrazi temp. And then pass. Okay. Well, now I'm very intrigued. I've not played against Hardened Scales in a long time. But yeah, I don't know. I was playing Basking Brood Scale, and I think the biggest thing that kind of like pushes me away from it is just how fragile it is, because like Artifact Hate bricks it, XL based removal bricks it. Maybe I should, but I don't play anything that gives Metallic Mimic. Interesting. Wait, market? What? What is happening? Hold up. When this creature dies, draw a card for each +1/+1 counter on it. Huh. Fascinating. For blue. Do I just sweep board? I mean, they'll draw 2, but like, so what? The alternative is that I go K command and exile? I guess the next question is, do I let them resolve more? I think you know what, let's do the smart thing. We don't have to play anything right now. So I think we just hold the K return. Fascinating though. Market back Walker. So there's the Ravager. It comes in with an extra counter on it. I can exile it next turn regardless. They would draw 2. Otherwise they can draw a lot more. So I think, yeah, it is correct to sweep board them. And pass. This means Ravager no longer has fodder. I guess they can grow the Ravager off the Oozolith, but so what? We can then exile it next turn? Yeah, okay. Been a hot minute since I've played against Hardened Scales. I'm trying to remember what my best play is here. Go Talisman, still X2. Let's do that. It could have something to give it Hexproof, so I want to be mindful of that. This Devour also kind of sucks. Patchwork is fine. I mean, I guess, yeah, you can grow. Whenever a creature you control leaves the battlefield, that's actually a really important word there. Not whenever it dies, but whenever it leaves the battlefield. It's actually kind of obnoxious. I think I will exile it. Yeah, something to give it hexproof. Tameo safekeeping. Snake's gonna fail. Yeah, that's what I was worried about. So we still get that, but now sweeping is gonna be that much harder. We'll take the food. 4? Yeah, 4. Down to 13. I'm gonna rumble here. I would love a... KGC's not bad, actually. 1, 2, 3, 4... Yeah, we can make this work. I'll go KGC. 2, 4... So I think we go like Dees, KGC. So that way Ravager is bricked. And then do we just plus KGC? I don't think we have anything else. I guess we could Chalice on like 0. Chalice on 0 would stop. I mean, am I worried about anything specific? I don't think so. 2, 4, 6. We need at least one spawn left over. So I think we just plus here. Yeah, I think plussing makes sense. We'll plus and then pass. Next turn we can devour, and that allows us to sweep board. Though it does cost us our sprawl, which is a bit unfortunate. Bobble. Yeah, I guess that's another place where maybe... I guess whenever you cast, and it is important to note that it says cast. So attack with both. I'm going to only block with 1. Because 2, 4, 6, 7, yes. Karn down to 2. And now we can sweep board even better with the breaker. So now I can... Breaker. Exile the Oozolith. Then deal 5 across board. Yes. So we'll draw 1. And then tick up with KGC on Bobble. And then pass. So I think that's the game, right? I don't foresee them making the raid back from that. Opponent scoops it up. Okay. Yeah, I was not expecting Hardened Scales today. Fascinating. But yeah, I've only played 2 leagues worth of Brood Scale. So it might just be a situation where it's just going to take some time to wrap my head around it. Consign and might seem good, but so does KGC in return. Is return great though? Like sometimes, as we saw, like it's possible that it just grows out of range. So maybe return's not great. Maybe we keep it like this. Is Bajugabog relevant in this matchup? It's been so long since I've played against Hardened Scales, and I think I've mentioned it before. Like, I think the main way that I win games, other than luck, sometimes just pure dumb luck, is like my meta knowledge. I play so much Magic to where I have such a good knowledge of the meta. But when like there's this fringe deck that comes out of left field, I'm like, oh, I haven't played against this in 6 months. I'm like, what does this deck do again? How do I interact with it other than like, oh, Karn good, windmill slam Karn, keep it on board? Maybe I need to play more off meta decks for that exact reason. Actually, that actually might be a really good idea for me. That's a thought. I'm gonna submit like this, I think. Maybe there's some argument to bring in Dismember. Maybe cut 2 7-mana value spells. Maybe cut Bog. Like I said, I'm not sure if the graveyard's relevant in this matchup at all. The hand's not bad. It could be worse. Obviously, it could be better, but it could be worse. Because like another Temple or a 7-mana value spell, which we have 11 7-mana, and then a 3 more Temple, so 14 hits there. Malevolent Rumble is great. Yeah, we have some options. Forest, pass. KGC, we'd love to see KGC. We'll go Temple. Hold out the ability to respond in case there's a chance of like a Market Backwalker, I suppose. Mimic, yes. Market Back, yes. How does Market Back read? Dies. That is actually relevant. I'll go to end step. I'm wondering if it makes sense for me to command here. I don't think it does. I think it's smarter for me not to. And then just hold up X1. Yeah. Consign. Even better. Okay, so we have some things we can do now. Windswept Heath can fetch for Breeding Pool for Consign. Command can X1. Oozolith. Yes, that's fine. Hanger Backwalker. Yeah. That's fine, quote unquote. So I'll take the 4. Go to end step. I do think they have another Snakeskin Veil. I'll fetch the Windswept Heath for a Breeding Pool Shock. I will K command. Do I Scry Draw? Maybe we Scry Draw. I thought about maybe attempting to exile the Hanger back. Let's Scry Draw. Done. Null Drifter is good, and we can tuck it, so yes, we'll draw Null Drifter. We'll still Lab. Tuck Drift. Play KGC. We're likely to take 3. KGC is likely to take 3. So we think we have to plus. Yeah, I think I have to plus here. I will plus and pass. And then the spawn will be used to block. Next turn I can always X equals 0 to clear. That's a thought. Is it a good thought? Snakeskin. So now Karn will take 4 instead of 3. So I was right about the Snakeskin Veil. Well, we played around that. I mean, even if Karn dies to me grabbing EE, that's still valuable. So, attacking in, we will block. And that will be 4. I have 5 mana. KGC to 2. Draw. Devourer. Devourer can block, sure. We can plus up to 3, but then KGC dies. So the alternative is going EE. We could EE for 2. Or EE for 0. Crack it. Ooh, we could do something really cute, actually. Hold up. Okay. I have an idea. It's kind of stupid, but I like it. I will tuck Devourer. This might not be correct. We'll find out. I will minus KGC. Yes. I'm going to grab an EE for 0. EE for 0. And now here's the fun part. I've consigned to memory. I can consign 1, 2, 3, 4 triggers. So at this point, that takes 4, that takes 4, this takes 1. So maybe we want to, I guess we can do it in response to Walker. So I'll pass. Not to mention we can counter the trigger. So I'll pass. They draw. I want them to go to combat first. To combat. They attack. Coward. I'll activate EE. Yes, that's fine. So how many triggers is that? That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 triggers. I can counter 3, 4. So I'm going to replicate 3 times. So I think I will definitely hit the hanger back. And then another 3. Yes. So like this. Yes. So let's see. Well, it doesn't tell me. I kind of hate this. I don't know which creature the Uzlith triggers are for. Okay, so we'll go Walker 1. And then Walker 2. And then I have to now just guess which triggers for the Uzlith. That's dumb. Like, yeah, I know, but whenever a creature leaves, I guess just a Uzlith trigger? So you won't draw, you won't get any flyers. And then, yeah, at that point I pass. Gets 2 counters. Maybe it didn't matter? Yeah, I'm not sure. Temple, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm going to return Null Drifter to hand. Consign's such a ridiculous card, I swear. Null Drift. I mean, you'll still be big enough to attack, but that's kind of fine. I'll take the 6 if needed. Unfortunate we found nothing but Devourers, though, I will admit. Maybe there was reason for me to just play Devourer as a blocker, so that way they couldn't attack in for 6 damage. Maybe. Well, like, if they play nothing here, then that's fine. Because then we just annihilate. Another Mimic for Construct. Seven, so here we go. There's 7. Commercial District trigger. Misty Rainforest to grave. Maybe I should leave back a blocker at this point, but either they sacrifice the Oozolith or a land. Yeah, maybe I should leave back blockers. Alright, we'll leave back a blocker now. Pass. Because Devour can block Mimic. Null Drifter can block Mimic. Ooh. Okay, so the Mimics can get big. I'll draw 2. Huh. How do you want to go about this now? Because we can't not block either one of them, because Ravager can just put it into lethal range. Oh, and a Ballista? Okay, you just win then. Yeah, you just have the win with the Ballista. Okay. Yeah. So we just lose. We lose. There's no further discussion. I'm just going to let you do your thing. Yeah. Because then it puts triggers on the Oozolith. That doesn't matter, though, because it's going to have 5. You just ping me to death. Okay, yep. You's got it, bud. Just ping me to death. Don't attack. Just do it. I guess they wanted the counters. Sure, that's reasonable. Yeah, Ballista. I mean, the best card in the deck is 1000% Karn. I think we play that well, given the situation. Still wonder if Return might be right. Stonebrain, Orb. Yeah, I think we still keep it like this. Like, we have a decent amount of hate here. I guess I could, once again, cut out Gemstone, probably cut out Bog, bring in 2 Dismembers, and or Returns. Not great, not horrible, what makes it better? Rumble specifically. Yeah, Rumble specifically makes this hand better. Otherwise, I'm not entirely certain there's anything else, is the problem. Like, I guess a command wouldn't be bad. X1, we're on the play. Yeah, we can keep this, screw it. It's like trying to hit command Rumble off top. Yeah, command Rumble. So for some reason in my head, like, Rumble and Return, they always get a little bit scrambled. One's thinking about whether or not they keep their opening 7. Ghost Quarters will be good for Inkmoth Nexus. Yeah, so that's good to have on hand in case we see an Inkmoth. Lab, Imprint, Ami, and pass. And pass. Forest for Oozolith. And pass. Verdant Catacombs. And pass. There's the Inkmoth. There's Ravager. Hanger Walker. Okay, so yeah, trying to probably go Hangerback Walker into Ravager. Yeah. Verdant Cat Fetch for commercial district. Trigger. Drifter would allow us to dig deeper. Yeah. One of those ones that like, yeah, this should work. Can they kill me next turn if they have a Ravager? I need Ravager, another land. No, not next turn. The turn after, maybe. I do think we might want to play the Ghost Quarter here, just so we have it primed for next turn. At the same time, we can play it next turn. We'll have 4, 6. I guess 2, 3, 5. We draw into another soul land. Yeah, we'll play the Ghost Quarter. Play the Sowing Myco Spawn. Trigger. I want Eldrazi Temple, and then pass. Oh, actually, you know what? No, they still can't win with Ravager. Ravager alone does not win them the game. Walker. Okay. They can grow the hanger back. Sanctum. If they had another land, can they? 1, 2, Ravager. I think they could. But if we have the Null Drift, then we can block a flyer, so that's not as much of an issue. Next question, do we crack the Sanctum? Let's see what we draw first. Rumble is nice. If we do, what do we do at 4? Right now the biggest threat is actually twofold. Because I think the Hangerback Walker tokens have flying. They do. I'll say yes. And I think we grab a World Breaker. Yeah, that seems reasonable. And then pass. We're just going to hold back the Myco Spawn. We might have a Snakeskin Veil, which is the only problem. Now, Snakeskin Veil, actually, how does that read? I'm pretty sure it's for creature, where Tamiyo Safekeeping is specifically for permanence. Let me verify that. Snakeskin. Target creature. Okay, so that's important to know. Oh, they have Hardened Scales now. That's scary. So yeah, do we have to be mindful of Snakeskin? Could also get rid of the Uzlith, could get rid of Hardened Scales. Okay, now I'm a bit worried. You can make a very big walker. That's what you're thinking of doing. I mean, I have to block, right? I don't think I have a choice. Draw 4 is a lot. The thing is, they can trigger that themselves. Yeah, I think just doing this is correct. Do they have the Snakeskin is the question. Well, now they might regardless. Draw 4. Surprised they didn't sack more. I guess the sacking the Thopters wouldn't actually do a lot. They'd have to also sack the Ravager. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Do we rumble? If we do rumble, was it 4? I imagine it'd be for KGC specifically. If I were to play World Breaker right now, what do we exile? We could exile the Oozolith. We could exile the Ink Moth. By exiling the Ink Moth, we're no longer at lethal damage, and we can block both Thopters. But they can just transfer the tokens to an unblocked Thopter, because we block Ravager, block Thopter, and then Thopter might just win them the game. So maybe we rumble and try and find a... an answer. Hold up the Ghost Quarter, tap the Emmy, and rumble. So I think we need Karn. I think that's my main out here, is a KGC. Anything else is a bit sketchy. Opponents thinking hard about this. I'm not sure what about though. They don't have a Seiju. There's the KGC, so good shot on that. So we can... that Oozolith is a problem. Yeah, the Oozolith's a problem because it gives a flyer 4 tokens. So we're going to have to block the Null Drifter, which means the spawn will have to block the Arcbound Ravager. So we will tap the Ghost Quarter. Oh, no, no, no. Actually, no, this is still fine. It's still fine. If they sacrifice the Ravager now, then they can put on the Ink Moth, but the Ink Moth can get blocked by Null Drifter. That's fine, right? I just thought for a second of, oh god, can they just kill me with the Ink Moth? And the answer is, I think no. Hopefully. I say this now, going, oh wait, did I just die? So no, I think we're okay. Oh. Oh no. Am I wrong? Because I guess they... Oh. I think I am wrong. Shoot. I forgot about the modular. So no matter what, KGC dies next turn. Because they'll put Oozolith on Ink Moth. I'll have to block the Ink Moth, which means Karn dies the Thop. So no matter what, Karn dies. Well, minus KGC in that case. Yes. And I think we go EE for 0. EE for 0 seems correct. Yes. I don't have any reason to play it right now in case of the Seiju, so we'll just pass them. So yeah, no matter what, KGC dies through them doing that. If they would have not done that, that was a different story. Drifter will die by blocking Ink Moth. Yes, the only thing that will remain on board is the Eldrazi spawn, funny enough. If they have the Snakeskin Veil like I think they do, I think they just win. I do wonder if I should have hit the Ink Moth with a Ghost Quarter. Yes. Now it's a 12/12 with Infect. We have to block it. This will attack Karn. We have to block it. Oh, interesting. Wait. I'm confused. What? Null dies. That's... Oh, I see. Yes, this kind of makes sense. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh. Yeah, I think I see what they're going for. Yeah, the problem is EE does state non-land permanent. There's another temple. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 on 2. So I think we might be able to make this work. So if I go EE, I guess I'll confirm 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Is that right? So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, we're one short on the Emrakul. There is a land engrave. Okay, so if I go EE for 0, gains hexproof but not indestructible. That is relevant. We'll have to play Temple. We'll need to hold up Ghost Quarter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes, this should work. Okay. I think we might be, very key words, okay. So I'm going to play the Temple. I'm going to cast Worldbreaker. I'm going to exile Inkmoth Nexus. And then go to destroy it now before it's a creature. Well, I guess... Okay, so they could make it a creature, and then they could Snakeskin. And in response to Snakeskin, I can Ghost Quarter. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, major downside there. I should have Ghost Quartered it. I did miss that important bit of information. Yes. So now if they have a Walking Ballista, we just lose? No, we don't lose. If they have a Walking Ballista, we don't just lose, and the reason being is that we have EE. So if they Ballista, Mimic is fine. If they Ballista, we can still do it prior to combat. Yes. Walker. Yes. So if we go to phase change, we'll crack the EE. Though if they have Ballista... Yeah, I think I have to crack the EE. If they draw into Ballista, we just lose. Oh boy. Because otherwise they can put 11 counters onto Walker. Yikes. Yeah, okay. So the mistake I made was by not ghost quartering the Ink Moth in response. Well, I guess they would have just been able to activate it again. So a bit of a moot point. But if they have a Walker, they win. How does this read? Onto target creature. Frick! Oh no. I messed up. Yeah, you win. Should I have let the Uzalith put 11 counters onto Walker? If I had, they would have drawn 11. Right? But I guess then I could have Emrakuled next turn. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I would have been able to Emrakuled. I guess I then could have put all those counters onto whatever. I guess the idea is, could they have won if I had them draw 11 cards? What's the likelihood of them winning at that point? I mean, I'd imagine it has to be high, right? But maybe I'm wrong. Like, the alternative risk is that I draw them into a Walking Ballista specifically. Yeah, hard for me to say. That's hard for me to say. Yeah, because if I'm reminded that even if I ghost quartered or attempted to, they would have still made it a creature regardless. Yeah. That's a bit of a yikes. Alright, well, sometimes win some, sometimes lose some. Like I said, not a matchup that I've seen in a hot minute, so it's also possible I'm just a bit rusty. So, also take that in consideration. That said, we'll be back for match 2. Alright, and we're back for match 2 on the play for game 1. I will keep I will reveal, looking for a Sowing Mycospawn or Soul Land. We find the Soul Land. We will go Temple and pass. I guess there's maybe an argument for Windswept Teeth than pass. The reason being is that way if it was energy, we could have then played Return on turn 2. Yeah, there could have been an argument for that. Draw. Land. Rumble, looking for Mycospawn. I'll take the Drifter. And pass. Hold up the ability to respond in case of a Bowmaster. I was going to say I know what this is, but now I don't. It could be Splinter Twin would be my next thought. Bobble. Okay. I guess I should have assumed that it wasn't Murktide once I saw Preordain. Though I guess Preordain was used before Thought Scour was. Not sure. Bobble trigger. And draw. Utopia Sprawl. I will go Windswept Teeth. Fetch of Windswept Teeth. I will grab a Stomping Grounds. Utopia Sprawl for blue. I will Rumble. You have another force? Or do you have a force more accurately? Flare of the Nile. Flare of the Nile is fine. And we'll pass next turn. So then we have Devourer or Null Drifter as needed. Yeah, I do think... Okay. I was thinking if this one between they may have cast it then, but they didn't. Utopia Sprawl for red. 2, 5, 6, 7. We can, I guess we could imprint the Devour, but there's no reason to. Lab. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, you know what? We will imprint Devourer. The only problem is now, if they do have Exarch, we might just lose to Exarch regardless. If we draw 2, no. Because now if they just go Exarch and then pass Splinter Twin, we lose. Okay, Unholy, it's fine. It's not Exarch, so that's what matters there. What are we playing again? It feels like Splinter Twin, but I can't figure it out. Gemstone. Kick. So that's 5. Get rid of a red source. And then, I mean, clearly they're playing counter magic, so we could just go Cavernous Souls, name Eldrazi. Phase change. Enduring Curiosity. What am I playing against? Huh. KGC? Minus KGC. Tormod's Crypt. We grab Crypt so that way we can exile the Yard in case they have another heat. I mean, next turn we can exile Enduring Curiosity. So that's not an issue. If they attack, we can block with a Spawn. Opponent scoops. I'm not sure what we're up against. I played against this opponent a few times in challenges. I mean, clearly a control deck of some form, so Dismember seems correct. Return seems decent. I don't know if... And Ghost Quarters I don't think matters. I think maybe just leave it like this. Yeah. Like maybe there could be an argument for Haywire Might main? Maybe. All I know is that this confuses me. All I know is also this hand is very good. I'll keep. So we will go Lab, Imprint Drifter, cast Talisman, play Temple, hold up Command. Another Drifter, excellent. Imprint Drifter, cast Talisman, and pass. Spell Snare, Consign. Love to see that. Steam Vent, Shock, and Trainer. So that must mean they have a Flare of Denial in hand. Spell Snare, noted. Gemstone, you're a bit late, friend. Passing. Fable is fine. Do you have a flare? You do not. Bottom, top. And pass. I'll take the 1. Sowing Mycospawn. Yeah, I think we sowing Mycospawn first. Kick the red source. And 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We'll grab a Cavern of Souls. Name Eldrazi. And pass. This way we can cast Null Drifter next turn without any concern for it not landing. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. Discards 2 Spell Snare, so Spell Snare out. Attacking the Goblin Shaman tells me some good information. Well, none that I'm happy to hear. Means they need that second red. Again, feels like it could be Splinter Twin. Now, honestly, I can't get rid of their Scouting Tarn, but I can at least reduce the number of lands they have. Scouting Tarn fetch. Steam Vents. 4. Ha! Okay. Fascinating. Yeah. I'm not really too worried about taking 1 damage at a time. I'll attack in for 3. And I'll hold up the ability to respond on the off chance they have a Harbinger. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Actually, we do have Emrakul next turn. So we could play Emrakul. I'll fetch. Commercial District, trigger. Sanctum of Ugin top. Draw. Sanctum. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So unless you have another summary dismissal, and then pass. Yes. I'll grab a Devourer. That seems correct. Alternatively, we could just grab Worldbreaker. That way we have an option to exile land or Reflections of Kiki-Jiki. No, I mean, Kiki-Jiki is going to die. I think we still grab Breaker. No attacks. Our turn, comrade. What do? What the fresh what? Huh. Shuffle. Interesting. And target creature. Flusterstorm counterspell. Draw. Snapcast. So what I can do then is I can tap target creature and opponent controls. Damn it. I thought I was smart for a second there, and then it's like, haha, no you're not. That's annoying. So I could Snapcaster, that really doesn't do much. We can Reflections of Kiki Jiki. I think we just attack Reflections of Kiki. Well, I guess we can attack Flood Pit Drowner into Sowing Myco Spawn. Yeah, that's probably the best option. So go to combat. Flood Pit Drowner attacks. I'll block the Sowing Myco Spawn. And then pass. Can't do much with the flush. I guess I could counter target instant sorcery. No, because I'd have to pay 2. Yeah. Okay. Yes. You go now. So you're not dead at least. But at least Emrakul isn't being sent back to my library. I did want to get rid of Kiki Jiki though. Yes. You'll find a card. You can get rid of Kiki Jiki next turn. And opponent scoops it up. I'll take it. I'm not sure what we were playing against, to be completely honest. It seemed to rely around Reflections of Kiki Jiki and Drowner. Like, it was control-esque. So I guess I'll classify it as control. But a little bit of a weird one. That said, we'll be back for match 3. Alright, and we're back for match 3 on the play for game 1. Ironically, I kind of wish I was on the draw. I'll keep, though. You do need to find a soul land. Twould be ideal. Wood Foothills, pass. And put a pause on end step. Guide of Souls. Yeah, so this hand is not bad for energy. We do need to find a land, though. Commercial District, trigger. Null Drifter is interesting. I want to keep it. I will keep it. I'll draw. The thought is that we could then sweep out larger issues if needed. There's the soul land we want. Okay, I think we can make this work now. Pass. Hold up the Blade to Spawn on the off chance it's relevant. We'll take the 1. Hit from the Guide of Souls. Yep. Pride is fine. Triggers the guide. Is that it? Looks like it. KGC. Well, there's temp. We could temp equals 3. I'll pass. Let's see what they do in main phase. Marsh Flats is fine. Yep. Elegant Parlor keeps it on top. What's my main concern right now? Probably a Johnny. I'll let them attack. I'll take the 3. I do want to stop them from getting City's Blessing, though, I will mention. Down to 19. Okay. Ranger, Captain of Eos. Trigger. What do you find? Finds a Mockingbird. Okay, so this is Jeskai. So I could X3 Ranger Captain of Eos, but I don't know if that's relevant. Right now we have 4, 5, and I guess the upside of doing that is... Okay, yeah. I think actually I will do this. Exile Ranger Captain of Eos, because that's the only thing that doesn't die to return. Yep, that's fine. Already cast the spell I wanted to cast. You'll get another cat. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Really? I have 7. I mean, I might just hold up command. I guess I could go 1, 2. So 1, 2, 3, then X2. I'll just hold. I have ideas, but it's going to come down to some interesting things. Let's see if they use some energy. And they do. Put it on the Ocelot Pride. So this does push me into a scenario we do one of two things. Either we command here, getting rid of Pride, which I think might be correct. On the off chance it's relevant, we're going to hold up the red source. 4, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, yes. So Pride down. No more energy. I'll take the 3 down to 12. Oh, I'm dumb. I should have blocked. Yeah, I got aggressive there. There's no reason for me not to block with the spawns then. So that was a mistake on my part. That is fine, though. Raven Charm out, Mockingbird out. Draw cards, do their thing. Yes. Yep. Sowing Mycospawn. 4, 8. Still short, really? That's a bit frustrating, honestly. So here's what we'll do. One, 2, 3. Exile the Elegant Parlor. And then I'm going to shock for a Stomping Grounds. So I do need to note that I should be at 15 right now had I not made my mistake. Yeah. There's my Stomping. Ooh, I nearly misclicked on that, I'm not gonna lie. Down to 10, so I should be at 13. Yeah, it's a bit late right now, so that's my bad for not paying attention. Fetch the Arid Mesa, that is fine. Discharge is equally fine. All right. Hopefully that 3 life doesn't cost me. No. In response. No. I'm not gonna allow that to happen. Oh, Jesus. 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10. That's a mild problem. So Flip a Johnny down to 9. Down to 8. Should be at 11. Problem. Oof. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. So, like, we could play KGC here, but KGC doesn't do enough. I mean, it draws their attention, sure, but then we take 2, 3, 4, 6. Eesh. I mean, I guess I could grab EE for 2, but that's not enough. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, blue source would have been beneficial. Let's see if they try and hasten something or if they missequence. They do hasten something. That's nice. They missequenced. Perfect. And return. So we'll take 3 down to 5. Not much I can do about that. I need to get rid of this Ajani, though, is the bigger problem. Draw. Eldrazi. How does this read? When you do, if you control a red permanent other than a Johnny, he deals damage equal... Okay, you create the token, then trigger. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Minus K, or go KGC. Minus KGC. Another thing I need to pay attention to is Season Pyro. I might actually have the Tormod's Crypt here because of Pyro. Because if they just Pyro, generate 2, deal me 3, sack 3, yes, I need to go Tormod's Crypt. That's a bit annoying. Though this might actually add enough types to Yard for me to hold out. Yes. Okay. Oh, you annoy me. Yeah, that's fine. So no Emrakul now. Tormod's Crypt you. So no Pyro, because Pyro will end me. Gotta be joking. So now we lose, because they sack it. 4-1. If I had 3 more, I'd be at 4. I'd be at 3-2. Yeah, we'd have 1 more turn. Okay. So a couple misplays there. Yeah. Maybe I should have just returned earlier and held the commands. I wanted them to extend on board as much as possible, but maybe I was being a bit too ambitious. Because the commands would have allowed me to then ramp into the Null Drifters. The Null Drifters would have allowed me to ramp into land. The lands would have allowed me to then play the Emrakul, yeah. So I think just some overall mistakes on my part cost me that game. I was being a bit too aggressive. That, and by not blocking when I exiled the Ocelot Pride, it cost me life. I will keep. We don't have to worry about Molten Rain. Thankfully, to have the Breeding Pool, so we do have enough to evoke Drift. We'll go Sprawl for red. And pass. And pass. Marsh Flats, fetch. For a Sacred Foundry, Hollowed Fountain. So White Source, Guide of Souls. Draw, Microspawn, Rumble. There's Lab, and there's a return. Lab, Imprint. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think we hold the Null Drift. So I'm going to go Emrakul and pass. Hold up the command. I'll take the one from the Guide of Souls. Two, four. The only thing that... I'm actually going to hold the command then. That's actually perfect timing. Right now what I'm worried about is a consigned memory. Let's get rid of that Hollowed Fountain. Marsh Flats. So they're going to consign replicate once. Question is what they consign. So did they give me the body or they give me a trigger? They give me a body and that's fine. Hold up the ability to respond in case it's relevant. Sacred Foundry Shock. Could be a Flage. A Charmal. Really? That is in fact unexpected. 2, 4, 5 KGC. So we could clear board with Null Drift. Shock. And then 2, 4, 6. Yeah, all... Go to second main. 2, 3, 4. I'll pass. I was debating whether or not I cast the command while their blue source is tapped. In case of a consign. Ranger Captain of Eos is fine. Trigger. They're holding their blue source though. Maybe we might actually go after the Ranger Captain. But we could also scry draw. Turn 4, so that's their land drop. Might have to go after the Guide of Souls. If they grow the Obsidian Charmal, we're in trouble. I probably should have done this in that case prior to that resolving. That's fine though. I will go after the Guide of Souls, because if I don't, then I'll end up regretting it. And then pass. You'll attack for 4 in the air. The Ocelot Pride will trigger. Draw. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So, okay, hold on. 2, 3, 4, 5, 9, 10. Unfortunately, one short of going KGC, though actually, hold up. Can we go KGC? Yes. Oh, this is so fun. KGC? Minus KGC. If they don't... Yeah, so if they don't Ranger Captain, we can Torpor Orb. Cast Torpor Orb. And then Evoke. Triggers. That's fun. Yes. Evoke trigger, but because of Torpor Orb, we're fine. And pass. Oh, don't tell me your Arena of Glory into a Flage. Son of a... Yeah. I knew the Torpor Orb might kick me in the teeth. It's worth a shot, though. So you attack, and you haste something else on top of which, not Johnny. Attack me, attack me. So right now I'm at 13. I could take 7. What do I have on my side? Huh. Fascinating. What's the benefit of holding Drifter up? I guess is a good question. We have 3. We could just as easily EE for 3 and clear Flage. That's a thought. I think maybe blocking the Johnny's correct. Okay, we'll block the Johnny. Draw. Sprawl doesn't cut it. The problem now is I need a way to exile Flage. This is red. I'm gonna rumble. I guess playing, if we find Emrakul 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. So yeah, we'll play the Ugin Lab. No imprint. I will rumble. Colorless. Oh, Jesus Christ. Yes, Null Drift. So I'll sacrifice you. I'll evoke. Double trigger, getting rid of Flage. Draw 2. Yes. Yes. Evoke. Minus KGC. Yes. For Tormod's Crypt, play Tormod's Crypt. And then Tormod's Crypt you. Play Talisman and pass. Cannot believe that worked out. Jeez. There's a Seasoned Pyro. There's a Dismember. Yeesh. For black, plus KGC on Talisman. Play Misty Rain. Attack with Drifter. And pass. That's right, we found another Flage. Bombardment is fine. And a Ragavan. How do you plan on attacking? At me, at me. So I'll go to blocks, block the Ragavan. Hit me. Down to 6. Yes. Down to 4. I can minus KGC. Okay, we can go black. So now we have enough for Dismember. We can minus KGC, get rid of Bombardment with a, whatchamacallit, Haywire Might. That might be correct. Let's attack with Drift, see what they sacrifice first. Sacrifice Sacred Foundry. I'll minus KGC. Yes. For a Haywire Mite. Play Haywire Mite. Forest. Haywire Mite. Target Bombardment. Dismember you. And pass. Swear if you top deck a Flage. Thank God. End step. Fetch. Stomping Grounds. Tapped. World Breaker should close this out now. 5, 6, 7. Get rid of Hollowed Fountain. Attack with Null Drift. And pass. And that's the game. Combat. Attack with both. Okay, so that is game 2. The Torpor Orb was both good and bad in its own right. It allowed us to play Null Drifter for cheap, but nearly cost me in that Flage. Jesus. I'll bring back the Gemstone and cut the Ghost Quarter. We'll run it back. That was almost a good idea until it wasn't. Yeah, about that. I'd need specifically a green source. I'll keep. Reveal. Any land will do, but a green source is ideal. Guide of Souls. Trigger. Stomping Grounds will work. That Gemstone's a bit late, unfortunately. Stomping Grounds. Shock. Utopia Sprawl. Knowing that they are on Charmaw does change things up a bit. Fetch. So 2. Bombardment. Talisman. So we can go 2, so 3, 4. We'll be fine there. I will... Son of a... That almost went bad. Green. Talisman. Rumble. Temple. And pass. So next turn we can kick a Mycospa and get rid of a Sacred Foundry. There's an Ajani, that's unfortunate. Unfortunately, we can't exile Johnny just yet. They will be able to float the Guide as well. In response, I'll sack it. And then pass. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll still be able to kick a Mycospawn. Yes. Guide of Souls will float, hit me for 4 down to 11. I do wonder if I need to... K returns tempting. If I go Temple, Mycospawn, no kick, hold up the... The only problem with that is, right now, they need just 1 land. I think I do need to kick, as unfortunate as it is. we can go Lab, play Talisman. Actually, you can also command if they attempt to kill the Mycospawn as a blocker. I guess that actually doesn't matter. Yeah, so maybe best we do go Talisman. Pass. And pass. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes, so next turn we can Devour. Only problem is I'm definitely going to take a bit of damage here. 5, theoretical 8. Yeah. A theoretical 4. So I can do... Actually, this should work. So we can K command. Actually, hold up. 3, 4... So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 3, 4, 5. So this replaces itself. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. No, so we're short of doing both K return and Emrakul, but I can Emrakul. So let's do it like this. Let me scry draw. I'm gonna dig deep. I do need to make this good though. 7, 5, yes. Trigger, yes. For Emrakul. So I will top, 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 bottom, 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 top. Wish I had the K return in yard right now, but this should work. So now they have to choose whether or not they sack everything. They should. Put me down to 4. Draw. There's a Marsh Flats. So we can Marsh Flats. Because a Johnny hits itself for 1. Yeah, so we're going to have to do this. Marsh Flats fetch. Sacred Foundry Shock. Actually, we can go Hollow Foundry Shock. Play a Johnny. Trigger. A Johnny 0. Trigger target self. Bombardment target you. Sack a Johnny. Sack cat. And sack cat. And then pass and pass. There's a land. the Ranger Captain. We can exile the Ranger Captain. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we can devour. Get rid of bombardment. There's pride. Return devour. Exile bombardment. Down to 3, meaning Flage is lethal. But they have no red. Pass. Shoot. Do you have a Flage? Ranger Captain's fine. For an Ocelot Pride. Lethal damage. Whew. That was a bit of a close one. Alright. Well, with that said, we'll be back for match 4. Alright, enter back 4, match 4. On the draw for game 1, I will reveal Gemstone, I will reveal Devourer. I think I might exile Devourer. So reveal Devourer, Gemstone Cavern, yes. Alternatively, I could return, exile Return. Yeah, I'll exile Return so we have duplicates. And pass. Meticulous Archive could be control. Trigger. We'll grab another Malevolent Rumble. In case the first one fails. Grab a Sowing Mycospawn. Would have liked a land, however. Once they have main deck consigned, this should be fine. Sprawl. For blue. Malevolent Rumble. For Temple. Play Temple. And hold up K return. Okay, we're in a decent position right now. And we have a kicked Mycospawn on 3, which can then allow me to grab for a Cavern of Souls. Oh, hold on. This may not be what I thought it was. I wonder if this is Goryo's. Felia, in response. This might be Esper Blink. Done. No dog. Flood Strand. 2, 4, 6, 7. So we do have Devourer if needed. And the blue source I feel like is a blue splash specifically for Consign, but I could be mistaken. What else could it be for in main? That I don't know. Black for Thoughtseize? No, Dothy. Yeah, me thinking I will get rid of Dothy. So 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'd rather you not seize affect me, please. So unless you can blink it. I guess maybe there was an argument for me to go kick Mycospawn instead and hold up the K return. That was a thought. Because now I have no exile triggers in order to deal with a Ketramos. Solitude. Devourer down, no Ephem. Interesting. Yeah, Ketramos would be a problem. They wouldn't need the Marsh Flats, though. Emperor Bones. Can take the World Breaker. Not thrilled by that. And if they hold up the 2, then they can play around the K return. I guess we can get rid of the Godless Shrine. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, but only leave me with 1. And they get rid of the Breaker. I'm doubtful you want to haste it now. That would be a bit aggressive, I feel. Really? That's a bit shocking, but fine. I'll take the 5 down to 19. And I guess Emperor Bones does its thing regardless. There's Null Drifter. I wonder if maybe Null Drifter is better here. 4, 5, 6. Well, actually. So if I do it this way, I can imprint the Drifter and then hold up the return. Get rid of your black source. I don't think the blue really is going to apply here right now. This way we just insulate it in case of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes. In case of Thoughtseize. We can also return and then clear board next turn. Yeah. Okay. We have options. Emperor Bones, we'll do Emperor Bones things. I mean, there is the alternative option of bring back World Breaker right now and keep Null Drifter tucked. We could do that. That is an option. Is it necessary, though? That I'm not sure about. I'm going to say no. I'll take the 4 if you want to attack. It's definitely tempting, because then we could play it, exile land, yada yada. Really? Curious. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I should have returned Drift. Oof. I did make a mistake. Yet again. Two, 4, 6, yeah. I will go blue. And then hold. Maybe it was a mistake though, we'll see. We might end up blocking it regardless. Okay, so I did have a feeling that this was a possibility. have no reason not to clear board here. Yeah. Because that will deal 2 damage to Emperor Bones as well, allowing... I guess I should have went to beginning of... Yeah, so I messed up. A little bit of a dumb play there. I should have went to the beginning of combat after the Emperor Bones trigger resolved. For some reason I thought that had already passed. It hadn't. That was a silly misplay on my part. What? Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Mild confusion has activated. Flicker Wisp? Targets? One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes. End step. Return. Pass. No. I will cast 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Triggers. Draw 2. I don't need to. I mean, I don't have another one, and Emperor Bones would render it null and void, so I guess we just should clear. That's one less thing for them to sacrifice, I suppose. Yeah. So this is against Blink. Yes. And pass. Next time we can kick a Myco Spawn. And Pawn scoops it up. Reasonable. So yeah, I can only imagine the blue is specifically for Consign inside. So, what have we decided for this? Let me take a look at the sideboard guide. On the draw against Blink, cut Bajuka Bog, cut 2 Emrakul, cut 2 Karn, for 2 Consign, 2 Dismember, 2k return. Yes, that checks out in my mind. Bog, 2 Karn, 2 Emrakul, and run it back. Yeah, the Consign is actually a really good tech in this matchup. You can counter the reflexive trigger off of Felia or Flicker Wisp. Or Ephem even. So, that is a... Well, no. Yes? No. Felia and Flicker Wisp, yes. Ephem, no. I guess you can counter the rebound trigger, though. That you can. Also, hard to believe that I have played... How many now? Over 227 matches with Eldrazi ramps since February 11th. That's kind of insane. I mean, it's like 1 league a day. Sometimes more. But we're on the draw for game 2. A land could land me a Rumble. I'll keep Reveal. Only downside of this is that it does turn on Ketramos. Not a big fan of that. Triggers. A land. No land. I'll take Rumble. I'll yeesh. Take Sprawl. Shock. A turn 2 White Orchid Phantom will hurt. Don't do it to me, opponent. You wouldn't do that to me, would you? Someone who just exiled 6 cards, so you only are 1 away for Ketramos? You wouldn't possibly White Orchid Phantom this non-basic. Yeah. Like, the return's nice, the Rumble's nice, but not finding a land there is really sucky. Alright, let's see if you have the White Orchid Phantom. Okay, so you have Felia. Land? Rumble. You wouldn't play... I was about to say, you wouldn't play... whatchamacallit? I'm blanking out. Spell Snare, would you? Even if you splash blue? I don't think you would. I could be mistaken. Okay, Return to the Yard is nice. I imagine they do have a Felia, which is a bit unfortunate. Fetch Flooded Strand. I mean, if that is the case, we have 2, 4, 5, yeah. So a Soul End would let me then exile the Overlord that they're likely to play. Yes. And clear the board? Yes. Otherwise, we can Sowing Megaspawn kick. So yeah, here's the Overlord. Yes. Trigger. Hits a Emperor Bones as your only option. So that's not horrible. Could be worse. Felia trigger, target Overlord. Yes. I will not block. Trigger. And grabs either Overlord or another Bog. Grabs Bog to exile my yard. Utopia Sprawl. We can do a couple of things. I can Myco Spawn, grab a... Could grab a Myco Spawn, grab a Soul Land. I can K command exile Felia X3. The K command is beneficial. So I think we do go K command here while they're tapped out. And I was right about that consign. So next time we have Devourer for the Overlord, but they're likely to Bog to exile my yard. I think that would be correct on their part, so that way I can't sweep board. If they don't, then we might be in a good spot. There's a Witch Enchanter, another Overlord. So either Overlord or Witch Enchanter. They go Witch Enchanter. I'll take the 5. I imagine they Bolt Enchanter, play Bog, exile Yard. Yeah, that seems right. Wait. Dothy? Dothy. This is fine. Because now, even if you have a consign, you're going to be in a bit of a bind. We exile the Overlord and then return. Yes. And then pass. And pass. So I know they have an Emperor Bones. There's a Witch Blast. I'd really like another green source so I can finally play the Sprawl. We have 2 commands for Ketramos. And we can always X2 for Felia if needed. Another Overlord. Emperor Bones. That is fine. I guess you can grab an Overlord. Is that worth it? You can also just rip something out of my yard to reduce types, which I think is probably the better plan. Grabs an Overlord. I mean, it'll ETB... No? Okay. I guess they can do it on end step. Probably their end step. Or rather, my end step, more accurately. Ghost Quarter. In that case, yes. We hold up the command, see if that's what they do. If they adapt on end step. They do not. Probably fearing a command. So now they can adapt 2 times. We're down to 9. We can X equals 3. Two, 3, Ketramos. Recruit of the Guard. Interesting. So this might not actually even have Ketramos in it. Fascinating. Solitude. So they can evoke Solitude, exiling Devourer. Pitching the Witch Enchanter. Yes, that will resolve. Do it. Adapt. So I can do one of 2 things. I can K return. I think K return is correct. No adapt for you. I cannot kick, unfortunately. I, however, can cast for a Eldrazi temple. And then hold up command X equals 1. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So let's try and fetch down to 8. I do have to be careful here. Flicker Wisp? No. Solitude. But why main phase of Solitude? Could be an Overlord, actually. Yeah, that's an option. Could be just a Overlord. Yes. 2, 4, 5. So we can exile the Overlord if we need. 2, 4, 6, 7. Picks up Solitude as expected. Okay. Let's see if we can bait out a Consigned to Memory. We do. At the very least, now they've definitely telegraphed. Yep, that is fine. 2, 4, 5. So we can exile the Overlord, no problem. Play Lab. Done. We'll need to get rid of the Overlord. So that way we'll have 5 spawns. We still have the Ghost Quarters up, that way they can't Flicker Wisp the Bog. They could evoke the Solitude if they really want. I'm just gonna scoop it up. Alright, I'll take the win. Alright, well, we are 3-1 going into the final match. We'll be back soon. Alright, and we're back for match 5 on the play for game 1. We'll keep. This is almost a turn 2 KGC. So you find, I think we go for a forest so we can play the Myco spawn. So forest and lab, imprint, pass. And pass. So we'll go Eldrazi Temple, hold up command, Watery Grave, shock, Thoughtseize. No. Hold up Spell Snare, Temple, pass. End step, consider. So likely Murktide. Polluted Delta. Fetch. I'm gonna go for a Froge. Hollowed Fountain. Could be Oculus after all. There's the Froge, and in response. Done, and pass. Draw. Another command is good. I will kick the Myco spell. Get rid of your black source. And opponent scoops it up. I'll take the clean win. And let's see. Bring in Dismember, K return, cut to KGC and the Ghost Quarter. And run it back. It's interesting to see people trying to justify Underworld Breach not getting banned. I'm like, no, no. Yawgmoth's Will needs to get banned, please. I will keep this. I will reveal Gemstone and exile. I think we exile Mycospawn because we want to go Breeding Pool, Sprawl, Talisman. I guess we exile Mycospawn. Really awkward. And pass. Because, yeah, if this works out, they don't counter it, right? It'll set us up pretty well. Of course, the one downside of the Breeding Pool is a Harbinger will tear the Utopia Sprawl off of it. Not the biggest fan of that. Okay, that works. Breeding Pool Shock. Utopia Sprawl. Do you have a force? For red. Talisman. At the very least, we're guaranteed to resolve Mycospawn next turn. Looks like they're going to shock in for a Spell Snare. Yes, that's fine. And pass. Right now they're at 3 out of 7. 4 out of 7. Could have a Froge. K-Return. Cavern of Souls. Name Eldrazi. Soin Mycospawn. I'm tempted just to grab a forest on the off chance that they have a Harbinger in hand. I think that might be correct, to be completely honest. Yeah, let's do that. I think it's better safe than sorry. And pass. If they attack, we snap block in a heartbeat. I did want to go for like Bajuka Bog. Thoughtseize takes the Mycospawn. Yeah. Still hold on to the K-Return. This means they don't have Murktide, I don't think. But this also feels like they're going to float the Frog and hit me for 1. 2, 3, 4, 5. I need 2 more for 7 so I can trigger this return. I mean, yes, I'm going to snap block you. Forces you to pitch 2. What would we like to see off the top now? I guess a K command. No, actually we can't cast K command. Never mind. Maybe another Soin Mycospawn? Maybe. Either that or maybe a Null Drifter. I like it, but we need more. I'll pass. But I think we set up the K return regardless. We'll take 3, they draw a card. Yep. So that way if we draw into something like a Null Drift, we can try and clear. At the same time, maybe we hold it in case of a Harbinger. Yeah. Draw. Yeah. I think we do evoke. So blue, green, gemstone, Null Drift. Do you have a consign? I need lands. Oh, geez. You have a consign. Yeah, that's unfortunate. The awkward part is if I would have K returned, maybe I should have held it. If I would have K returned when I thought about it last turn, they would have been forced to pitch both their last cards on top of which. I guess maybe not. No, they would have just consigned the trigger. Right. Right. There's Ketramos. Chooses Unearth so they can grab back Ketramos. And they're going to be able to freaking exile the yard. Yee. I need a temple. I need a temple ASAP. So maybe it's not Murktide. Maybe it is still more akin to Oculus. Good to know. It still can't attack or block, thankfully, but that's not going to last long. Attack me for 3. Second main. Draw. Temple. I'll take the Dismember. I will pass. Let's see if maybe we can hold out. I want to have them tap something. Come on, do it. Tap a blue. If you don't, we know you're holding a counter spell. Ish. And not much I can do there when I know full well they're holding something. Yes. I'll draw a card. Land. 5 cards in hand. Maybe I can bait you. No, I don't think doing that's wise. Well, let's go for the Ketramos. Black, green, 2. Consider their options. They can exile again to draw another card to try and find a counterspell if they don't have one. The next problem is that, I mean, if they connect, we just lose, right? Oh, actually, no, we just might lose in general because they have 6. If they exile again, yeah, we just lose. Ew. Ew. Yeah, I guess maybe I had to do it on my turn to avoid this exact scenario. So they do it. Yeah, if they just exile, they draw, they have lethal damage. Yes, I'll concede. Yeah, so in retrospect, I needed to cast Dismember regardless of whether or not I thought they had a counterspell, because if they didn't, then we'd still be alive. Versus now, well, we're not. Bring back in Ghost Quarter, cut the gemstone, and run it back. On the play for game 3, I will keep so this is very fragile to a Thoughtseize. Maybe go for red. Yeah, we'll go for red. Do you have a force? You do not. Red, pass. Pass. Fingers crossed for no Thoughtseize. Shock. Do you just hold? You hold. Okay. K returns good. We pass. And hold command. There's a consider. And there's a Ketchamos in yard. That could be a sign of them about to unearth. Unearth before you play a land, please. Yes. Perfect. There might be an argument to scry draw, but I'm going to trust that my deck's going to serve me well. 1, 2. And want to confirm. Okay, hold on. Let me confirm something. I don't want this to be one of those situations again where I mess up because it's not intuitive. 1, 2. Yes, okay. It just stopped because those are only targets in grave, I suppose. Done. Unearth fails. Hallowed Fountain Shock. And passes. Rumble. I'm going to attempt to resolve Talisman of Curiosity. See if this eats a Spell Snare. I think they have the Spell Snare is the problem. They don't. We'll grab the Emrakul. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So what I'll do here is I'm going to Ugin's Lab. I'm going to imprint the Emrakul. This way they can't seize it. The thing is, I'm a bit hesitant to just play it here, right? Unless they tap out. So it might just kind of be in a bit of a holding pattern. Like, they're not just going to allow me to cast it for free. Pest control. In response... yeah, that also gets rid of the Utopia Sprawl. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12... So no guarantee we'll be able to. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah. Okay, we just hold then. No reason to play too aggressively. Cavern of Souls. That's perfect. So play the Wooded Foothill and then pass. On end step, we're going to return the Emrakul. This also means that if needed, we can Wooded Foothill for a Stomping Grounds and then K return in response to a Harbinger. Keeps it on top and goes to end step. I'm going to fetch a Wooded Foothill, grab a Commercial District, trigger. Burning Catacombs to yard. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Return Emrakul to hand. So unless they have a subtlety, Emrakul should land on board. Could also go Null Drift. Name Eldrazi. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Triggers. You can counter the cash trigger, but not the body now. Once the body's on board, it's going to be very difficult for you to deal with it. Okay. That is fine. So they have 2 turns to deal with Emrakul. Trying to think of how they would, but I don't think they actually have any way of doing so. And pass. There's a Throj. Pitches an Oculus. Okay, so we might actually end up return into Drifter on Earth. Manifest Dread. Draw. Ghost Quarter. I will cast... Actually, before we do this... Is it before? Yeah. Because if it resolves, then we're solid. 2, 3. Cast K Return. 2, 3, 4, 5. Evoke. Draw 2, trigger. Either counter it with a consign or your board's cleared. And Bone scoops it up. Solid results. Alright, yeah. So, I mean, that was a solid 4-1. Only lost to Hardened Scales, which honestly I think I will chalk up to the fact that I'm just not exactly familiar with Hardened Scales as is, especially with the addition of Market Backwalker, which seems really good. Now, mind you, there's enough not graveyard hate, but artifact hate that I don't think Hardened Scales will be competitive right now, but maybe that changes post BNR. We'll have to find out. Either ways, solid league. I'm going to take another crack at Basking Brood Scale tomorrow. If it just ends up not being my type of deck, maybe I'll end up doing some Eldrazi-tron, which we haven't in a hot minute. Yeah, Eldrazi-tron sounds fun. I think that it might not be the most well-positioned deck. I think, see, that's the tricky part that I'm having trouble with right now. Like, I could play so many decks, like all the Eldrazi decks. There's Through the Breach, there's Eldrazi-tron, there's just kind of like Eldrazi mid-range, Black Eldrazi. There's so many like Eldrazi decks as a result of just having soul lands available, right? And all the MH3 Eldrazi. Just the problem is, out of all of them, Eldrazi Ram truly does feel the most well-positioned, though I will say the conversion rates of certain decks like Basking Brood Scale are pretty good. So maybe it just comes down to I need to like settle into creature combo, better understand it, and just, you know, make more of an effort. So maybe it'll just take time for me to settle in. In the meanwhile, I'll keep chipping away at it until I feel like the videos that I record for Basking Brood Scale are quality, because I do want you guys to be able to learn something from me and not just kind of watch me stumble through, though I know that's what I kind of did do with the Amulet Titan. So maybe if I have the time and energy, we'll do a double recording again, one with Eldrazi Ramp, one with Basking Brood Scale, kind of do another 2-for-1 deal if I have the time and energy. Otherwise, as always, if you guys did enjoy this video, please do consider hitting the like button, comment down below if you did see any mistakes that I made, any lines that I missed, or just some general feedback. For as much as I hope that you all learn from me and both my successes and my failures, I hope to learn from you all as well. Last but not least, if you have reached this point in the video and haven't already, please do consider hitting the subscribe button. We're getting closer and closer to our next goal of 1,000 subscribers. With that being said, folks, I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye!